Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks from start to finish, so it's come together in a very short period of time. I won't say it's come together fast, but it's been a busy 3 weeks trying to put it together.
Novem Pharmaceuticals CEO Colin Davison says the deal to purchase the BC tree fruit storage facility on Sexsmith Rd isn't officially closed, but has been accepted on an emergency basis to allow the tree fruit industry to avoid the loss of as many as 25 million pounds of apples from this year's harvest.
And I can't speak to the other assets and interlinking the other parties that are involved in that, but what I will say is that, this is an intricate part. This is the part that was needed to save the fruit, and that's the starting part. There's not a shortage of packing facilities in the Lower Mainland and the Okanagan, and so this was a critical part, is those packing facilities need fruit to feed them. So this is all we can do, and I think from a private industry standpoint, we've stepped up, but we will need support from provincial and federal government agencies as well.
Davison says government officials at both levels have expressed support for the project leading up to the signed conditional purchase agreement for the facility. Finalizing and funding this transaction is expected to require the support of both the provincial and federal governments.
That was one of the more complicated issues with this particular facility, was actually negotiating an emergency lease so we could step in and operate the facility, effective today actually. So we have possession as of today. We have an emergency lease in place until the end of April, which would see the whole harvest go through. In reality, the close on the financial transaction for the facility will be done likely November 30th.
Novem Pharmaceuticals specializes in processing and packaging with cold chain warehouse and distribution services for the agri-food, pharmaceutical, and biopharmaceutical industries, and they have warehouses across Canada. Davison says Novem has already secured committed contracts from most of the major packing houses in BC's interior, and the space is expected to be 100% committed prior to September 15th, just 1 week after possession.
We're not taking the BC Tree Fruits model and applying it to this facility. Yes, the immediate term is to store fruit. In the long run, we're hoping to work with the city and the province to actually build another facility at this site, as well as combine kind of a modern view on the agri-food, biopharmaceutical, and pharmaceutical markets.
Novem Pharmaceuticals CEO Colin Davison believes that his company was the only serious bidder for this storage facility, and starting on Monday, these apple bins that you see behind me will start being shipped out, as many as 3,000 to 6,000 per day. Rob Gibson, Castanet News, Kelowna.